Ooh.
No Z's on me, can't sleep on me, I make them pay attention. I went and put LV on me and Cartier my vision. First rapper in my city, come sliding through in the bin. Can't wait till they free kill, cause they my backbone. Your rap don't work, I'm bad.
I have my new daddy put on a day party.
But you know I'ma keep the trap going. Damn, it been a minute since I put me some out black on. Damn, it been a minute since I threw me a ski mask on. Cause I can say these verses like they dope, I get the pack on. I love to talk my shit, I eat up every beat I rap on. Bitch done be on young nigga shit, young turn. They listen to a young nigga shit out in the junk. Be faded, got as much as I can fit inside the blunt. A hustling motherfucker, half a ticket in a month. Bitch, I'm feeling like baby son, all I do is stunt. She know that I pay for it, gon' give me what I want. Don't never have to say much, I only say it once. And I ain't gotta wait for it to done and get it done. Bitch, I'm about my money, gotta pay for my attention. I fell in love with hustling, I gotta handle the business. She fell in love with done, got an 8 ball in her titties. Told me she got a nigga, but fuck it, shit, I ain't trippin'. I'm ballin' out in other cities, put on for the village. Ain't nothing like the other niggas, I'm way too different. Don't compare me to the other niggas, you know I'm the sickest. Had to take it down the night, they said that young nigga too vicious. They be waiting on me to drop, tell the truth, they not ready. Can't take the street, Simon got a box, Chevy fetish. A hot boy like BG, got hot like Nelly. Just leave it up to me to talk that trap shit like Billy. Miss Dime be on young nigga shit, young turn. They listen to a young nigga shit out in the junk. Be faded, got as much as I can fit inside the blunt. A hustling motherfucker, half a ticket in a month. Bitch, I'm feeling like baby son, all I do is stunt. She know that I pay for it, gon' give me what I want. Don't never have to say much, I only say it once. And I ain't gotta wait for it to done and get it done.
We got one more bump before we get started.
All right. I was dancing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You want fool with this one though.
Okay.
One girl when I talkie, my mouth never makes you run.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Turn up. Let's go. Let's show the camera. Wait, I can't really see All right. Left, 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 right, right. Ooh. It's okay. You got it. Where am I cool? What are you saying, Jenny? You didn't even.
Mama, Mama, Umina, Agida.
Okay.
Mama.
When a bad man and me type, make one phone call just fit in your life. Get a shipment, have a gun in every type. If my one process me use the one with laser beam light, not chatty cause a action me like. Yeah. One girl when I talkie, my mouth never makes you run. And me is a girl when afraid for war, and me not afraid for bus gun. Me black must say, for the not done said in the school. To drop the girl ever in murder and mood. But the lone bitch not the truth. Plus I be a bad girl rolling on my bumbo clad crew. Me never lose a fight to no little fool. Girl up the bungle up like I said them a color loose.
Indeed, indeed. What's going on to the chat?
Yes, yes.
What's going on, Millie?
Good,
Millie.
good. What's going on? Thank you, Ashtoner, for inviting me.
Indeed, it's always a pleasure.
Hi,
Everyone
guys.
knows
Hi, the shot. Yeah.
we gonna have fun tonight.
Yes, I can't wait.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So how's life been? How's everything? You in the city.
Yes, everything's been quiet slowly, but I make the best out of everything.
Yes,
I
indeed.
work, make money, go home and sleep and mind my business.
I hear that. That's the only way to rule.
Yeah.
And whenever.
Oh, that's a little one. She getting
Yes.
big now, right?
Yes, she's 5.
Wow. Time really goes by fast.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So you don't have any kids, huh?
Nah, no children. No children.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm like the last of the Mohicans.
Your mother, dear.
But I have nieces and nephews and stuff like that. So it's like I look at them as, like my children, whatnot.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Mm. I spoil the shit out of them. And the good thing about it is, you know what? When they get on my nerves, I can give them right back to their parents.
That's a good thing. I actually was I mean I think last week I was
Hmm.
saying, do I really want kids? I don't think so. I don't think so because I spent my time with a newborn baby and then I was like, no, I don't think I need kids.
Mm.
I'm good with one. I don't think I need a second one.
Mm. Now, what if you run into a dude, right,
Hmm.
that you like, and he wants to have kids? How does that work out?
Well, if you want kids, I would tell him you must be in my life forever because I don't want to have kids and then I don't have the father with me.
Hmm.
So I would not want to repeat mistakes, and that's the reason why it's been 5 years. I'm not pregnant by any other man
Hmm.
because I'm the type of person I don't like to repeat the same stories over.
Mm.
So I'm very cautious when it comes to that. If he wants kids, he has to make sure that he's ready for that or he's financially stable for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you been running into guys like that are actually, I would say pretty decent in that particular plane? Like, what would you say, like, the guys that you interact with, that you come across, like, what are they in your opinion?
Like it's always like time will tell with me. Like even though a guy is pretty decent, I don't like go blind by it because usually, when you meet a person, you don't know who's that person is really is. Like they usually act like they decent, and then after like a few months, they started, controlling you, want to know everything that you're doing, and try to be the boss of you in certain kinds. So it's kind of like I don't know.
Mm,
Time will tell.
absolutely. So you say that they do that off rip?
Yeah, a guy will always act like they. I don't really like choose men that are not like nice to me. They, usually when I choose a guy, it usually come off like okay, they're always kind and nice and gentlemen with me.
Hmm.
So time will tell if it's going to be a permanent or long-term relationship. So
Mm,
just sometimes, the guy usually come off as a controlling person,
mm,
and usually I'm the one who just like want to be by myself. I just want to be better.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, there is a question asked for you by the top cast, good brother. He says, Millie, what made you have a child with someone who you decide not to stay?
Well, I did not really decide it. Baby, can you put it down, please? Thank
Hmm.
you. What made you have decided to have? No, I did not really decided not to stay with him. Like sometimes people grow up apart,
Hmm.
and you can't really stay in a relationship that's not really bring anything or add anything to your life. Like sometimes you're with a person, and then both people have different path, different life path. So sometimes we have to like walk away from a situation that's not really healthy. And I really did not want to stay in this relationship. It wasn't a healthy relationship, but at the end of the day, we both adult and understand each other.
Hmm.
And some people just not able to be forever. But it was a young, very young experience.
Hmm.
And now as an adult, I don't want to make that same experience again. So I'm very kind of like particular with the guy that I'm gonna be with.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
So, how is it different now? I would say versus then. You said you're a little bit more. I would say I would say selective.
Yes. It's different now because at first it was more like, Millie was more like all over the place. Because at 20 years old, I was just like a girl that was like, want to be around friends and want to hang out and watch what other people are doing, like watch my friends getting married, and I want to get married too. And it was more like about what I want. It was more about what was around me, what I saw my friends are doing, and I wanted to just like do the same thing too.
Mm,
So it wasn't really me doing things that really go with me as
mm.
well. I didn't really know what I want, what I was looking for. It was like, okay, my friend is getting married. No, I need to find me a guy. I'm gonna get married next time. Three of us got married in the same year. So
Mm.
so it wasn't really something that I was ready for. And when you're like getting to know that person, and then you got pregnant, you're like, oh shit, is this really is this really what I wanted? Like when I got pregnant, I told my baby father, I was like, I don't think I'm ready for kids right now. I think at a young age, I was never really picturing myself having kids and getting married. It
Mhm.
was more like about life, being free. It was about more freedom with me.
Mhm.
And then being around women that want to settle down. And I was like, yo, I want to do the same thing. I want to do the same thing. So and then grew up as a Christian. And when I
Mm.
told my mom what happened to me, and my mom was like, you're not gonna have a kid without marriage, you know.
Mm.
So it just I had to follow through culture and other stuff. But deep down,
Mhm.
if I was gonna do it all over again, I would probably take my time. I would probably still not having kids or still not getting married right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Indeed. Now, do you think, as far as like how are guys, as far as your interaction with them now, like dating with them? What do you think is actually like wrong with it?
I think me dating right now, it's more like conversation.
Mm.
It's not really being in each other's face, want to know what each other's doing and getting, it's I think with me it's more like peace, you
Mm.
know. So I'm not like nagging or calling, it's more like whatever with me.
Mhm.
Um and talking to a guy, it's more like about his mindset, where he's at, where he wants to be, his goal and his plan, and what can we do together. It's more like about business transaction for me right now.
Mm.
It's just like, okay, so if we're gonna be together, what are you doing can so I could invest, you know?
Mm.
So, it's more like about let's do something, let's make money together. But
Excellent.
I haven't met this guy yet.
Mm.
I thought I met a guy like that. I was like, oh my God, I'm in love. And then next time, it didn't happen. It didn't work out. He was a liar. He got a girlfriend, and I'm like, oh, it sucks. You
Mm.
know. But but it's just like I want that guy that's like more like mentality, like want to have be a team and make money together and make something
Hmm.
together, you know.
Absolutely. A
Yeah.
guy that has a situation, maybe if it's not always established, but it's already is there on paper.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
there on paper.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like with this guy that I'm talking to, you know, like I was asking him, I was like, hey, you have something that you know you talk to me about, you know, it was about his personal stuff, and I was telling him like, do you need any assistance? You know, I just do you need, you know, like investing? You want me to do, you know, like is this something like me and you gonna get out of it? You know, out of the things that you're doing.
Hmm.
So it was like him was like, you know, I'm not doing it right now. It's kind of like I'm not really mentally there yet. And I was like, okay, that sucks, but it's okay.
Mm.
I'm here, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So the main thing, he didn't really have his program set up for you
Yeah,
guys.
he does it. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think your perspective as far as how you're approaching things is definitely in the right direction, because you should run into a guy that is either has it basically has his own thing.
Yeah.
Even if he has a job, or does he have a business? Like, does he have a
Yes.
vision or something on the side? Like, this job is just a startup fee, or it's just something for right
Hmm.
now. But eventually he plans on having his own. Like, if he's working for I don't know, we could say a real estate company, right? He works for
Yeah.
Fox and Roach, or wherever the fuck, right? Um,
Yeah.
but he decides to start out and just create his own company, his own brokerage, and to say,
Yeah.
okay, I've saved up the money. This is what I want to do. He breaks down he explains it to you and says, okay, well, this is how you can invest. It's more so giving you
Yeah.
a placement
It's
in his life.
yes. I'm glad you get it. Like it's more like okay, let me get you know, let me be a part
Mm,
of it. Let me be
mhm.
a part of what you're doing and let's create an empire.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's more like that mindset
It's
that I'm really like looking for
mhm,
in a guy right now,
mhm.
you know.
And how, I say, from a level of 1 to 10, how important is that to you?
Oh, very important.
Hmm.
I think it's kind of like nine, you know, like
Hmm.
my mindset is more like about let's make it together, let's be successful. It's not like, oh, I want to meet a guy that's already have it or have it. Yeah, okay, if I meet a guy that's already rich, that's got it all together, oh,
Hmm.
bless me, thank God, you know. But you know, thank God, oh, he's rich. Oh,
Hmm.
Lord Jesus, I'm happy. You know, but at the end of the day, it has to be genuine. You know, it doesn't have to be because he got money. It has to be a feelings that's very genuine and love. Because it doesn't matter because I meet guy that rich that got money, and because I don't have that genuine feeling connection for them, it never work out with me. You know, like the rich guy usually will get to the point that saying to me, oh, Millie, you don't really love me, you don't have feelings for me, and I can't lie, my body language can't lie, my energy can't lie, and
Hmm.
I'm gonna let that guy know, listen, we have to take it slow. And then it turns out I'm playing games, you know, and I don't play games. I don't know how to play games.
Exactly.
I'm not a trick girl that's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this guy because he got money, and I'm gonna. No, I don't know how to play like that
Hmm.
because I can't allow somebody that I don't really have a connection with touching me, even
Hmm.
kiss me on my hand. I can't allow that to happen. I don't care you own the world or you own big America. If I don't have that really genuine feeling, it just I can't allow you to even kiss me. But the thing is, if I want something, it's gonna be out like I'm playing games, so it doesn't matter to me. So that's the reason why if I meet that guy, it doesn't matter. But as long as he have that that vision. He has the plan. He has the business and everything together. Okay, baby, let's make it out there. Let's do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's more like organic. It's more organic. I like organic shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how does he connect? With a woman of your caliber.
Connect the connection. It has to be genuine. I don't know if I answered the question right.
Hmm.
um for him to be connected with me, I'm gonna be transparent. you
Hmm.
know i'm
Hmm.
i'm already a transparent person, so.
Hmm.
And sometimes it takes a person that I'm like naturally connect with, or the energy wise, or vibe. So that will let him know, hey, she's really not a liar. If you're not really lie with yourself, we're gonna click. you
Absolutely.
know we're gonna click.
Ab-
So I don't see what's gonna stop us from clicking with me, unless if I don't like you. That's that's gonna stop us. But if I like you and you like me, easy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
so one of the keys is the guy being honorable,
Yeah.
being honest, as far as
Yeah,
being
being real.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
being real, being true, exactly where he's at. Like, look, this is what I got going on.
Yeah, not lie, not pretending. I don't like a pretender. Oh yes, if you try to pretend to be with me, honey, it will turn out to be toxic, because nothing that's force or pretend or start on lies.
Hmm.
It will end very nasty, because it was never true. It was never real from the beginning.
Hmm.
So, and I,
Absolutely.
I believe I believe some of my relationship finished very nasty, because from the beginning, that person was really like really trying to get to know me. It
Hmm.
was more like, okay, let me just fuck her and have sex with her.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
yeah.
That's I think that's what goes on. You know.
Yeah, and then you like, damn, you could have get more from me. You could have get a lot of shit from me, because I'm very open. But
Hmm.
when you have that mentality to get with me or to get me on the bed, it will usually come bite you in your eyes. Not me. It will bite you in your eyes, because I have my real people, my real guardian angel around me, surrounding me. So I can't be fake. So that's the
Hmm.
reason why when a person try to hurt me or do something to me, they usually regret it later, because I'm I'm truthful when it comes to myself.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed, and I'm not gonna be afraid to tell you, hey, this is who you're dealing with. I put my card on the table. So you want to hide your card? Well, make sure you hide it. You got a good intention for hiding it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Make sure their intentions are clear. So
Yeah.
this is what you basically come across a lot of guys that their intentions aren't really clear, or
Mm-mm.
they're not really, their minds aren't made up of basically who they are.
No. No.
Yeah, he says that. He said Millie and Aries hard. So lots. Yeah, Millie's definitely an Aries.
I am an Aries. I don't know what that have to do with us with signs, but it's kind of crazy. Like when I talk to people, be like, "What are you? Are you an Aries?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And they're like, "Oh, no wonder."
Hmm.
Oh, what is that supposed to be mean? But when I look it up, I'm like, oh, sure, there's some characteristic about Aries that I could totally relate to.
Hmm.
Well, maybe I'm a true Aries then.
Hmm. Well, the thing about with Aries, they're going to tell you, you know, the way it is. They're going to tell you just like it is, and
Yeah.
you're not going to really make any reservations of how you feel. They'll say things you're like, what the fuck? That hurt.
Yeah.
but but that's just how they give it up. It's just raw. It's just raw and uncut. You know.
Yes, yes. I can't be fake, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And if I have to like tell a lie, and I'm not a good liar,
Mm-hmm.
because I will always ended up tell on myself,
Right.
and it will come and bite me in my ass, and that's because I'm like, oh, Millie, you're such a horrible liar. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend of mine, like he knows me so well. If I try to say something that I'm gonna lie, he looked at me and said, Millie, you're such a horrible liar, and I'm like, come on, okay, here it is, come on, so I can't lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is what you. So you do come across guys. I would say that they're not men, but they're more so males.
Yeah, it's just like the guys that will like pretend in the surface. Uh, and it doesn't take long for me to discover that. It's kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm in a situation like it doesn't take me years or months to discover a person who's not truthful with me. So I don't know what is it about me. It just either I get it on my dream. I will get some stuff. I will be dreaming about something, or I will feel it from you, from your energy, from how you talk, from how you treat me. I will feel it. Something about you would let me know,
Mm-hmm.
is not 100%. And
Absolutely.
I hate what I'm feeling like, especially like when like you genuinely love or care for a person, but you still like you look at the person, you're like, damn, why that person can just like be himself.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I would say. So what is a good man to you, in your opinion?
I believe to me, in my opinion, is someone that's like respectful, respect himself, you know, like as once you respect yourself, you respect other people. Because if you disrespect towards yourself, you're not gonna have respect for other people, you know. So, and a person who's truth and tell the truth within himself, and kind and generous, and loving. But some people will be like, "Oh, that would be Jesus," but guess what? Jesus don't even exist. Well, you're a human being, a human being. Just be yourself. Like I'm very hard when it comes. I don't know. I'm not hard when it comes to like you know to take me out. I don't care as long as the place making me feel comfortable. If the place is not dirty, I don't care. It's more about who you are, like as a human being.
Mhm.
It's your character. It's your character. It's all about character with me. Because if you have that quality in you, honey, I think to me you're a good person. It's not about the gender. You're just a good human being.
Mhm.
You know.
You spoke with some very strong points.
Yeah.
In the beginning, you spoke with a man that's that's clear, is concise about who he is, what he wants. It's basically a leader, someone with strong character. Now,
Yeah.
you didn't mention anything about a guy with fucking muscles and being in a fraternity, or drinking milk, or having money that you choke a fucking bear.
No. Not at all. Not at all. I could be with a guy who only have $23 in his bank account, but at the
Mhm.
end of the day, that $23, can you make it 100? Can you make it
Hustler.
four? Can you make it high? So that's the beauty about it. That's the beauty about it. Like, how can you make something and become big? That's sexy.
Mm.
It's all about the mind.
Mm.
I fall in love with men minds. I don't fall in love with the surface, with what he looks like. It's the mind I fall in love with.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah.
You actually have spoken on a lot of what I've said within the catalog, within my catalog, as far as what would would draw a woman in, and it has nothing to
Yeah.
do with. I mean, we consider, say, like, looks, status, money. Okay, that plays a part. But me,
Yeah, of course.
Chaka did a piece about masculinity, charisma, and personality.
Yeah.
That's
What he
powerful.
said? Yeah, yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Personality. Oh yes. I don't like boring. Um, you know, okay, you can say that I'm a boring person, but even though I'm by myself, I'm usually doing something. It doesn't matter. Like even though I don't have work, I don't go to work, but I'm in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Like me singing is me doing something. Like
Absolutely.
me singing, me listening to music, me, laying naked in my bathtub, drinking my wine is me being doing something. Like you could call me and be like, Millie, what do you? I'll tell you, I'm busy, but I'm actually butt naked in my bathtub drinking wine.
Mhm.
So it's not boring. you know,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Exactly. But what you're actually doing is that you're basically um allowing yourself to be a woman.
yeah,
And
yes.
that's like the blessing right there. A lot
Thank you.
a lot of I would say females are scared to be women.
Mm.
Yeah, I just got a crazy text. I'll deal with that later on. It's it's
Yeah.
it's real when you're in the city, man. I just be like, yo, man, well, you can't really be the mediator. A lot of interesting things really happen, so I'm about to deal with that later on. It's like, yeah, if I was there, that wouldn't have happened. But it is what it is.
Oh. So what? So you're getting crazy texts right now.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh man, I can't. I ain't gonna deal with that right now.
Oh.
Like fuck, I can't have that on my brain right now. I'm having fun.
Oh gosh.
Mm, mm. So that's it. So that's the key. So how? So well, actually, we kind of have an idea of where men, fuck up. Is being dishonest.
Yeah.
Um, you know, and that's usually the part in the beginning where it kind of sucks because it's like it's supposed to be the exciting part, but it's very deceptive because
Yes, it
everybody's
is.
putting on their best face.
Yes, it is. And sometimes I think I'm like, I remember I was having a conversation with my friend Kiki because she's an American, and I say, Kiki, should I start dating guy and start lying, telling them be fake?
Hmm.
She was like, no, you can't you can't be somebody that you're not. You got to be always be yourself.
Hmm.
And I'm like, okay. And she's like, you're gonna meet that guy one day, and he will appreciate every inch of you.
That's facts.
So do not change who you are.
Hmm.
Be you, be yourself. I think that's the best advice she gives me.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wrong with actually being yourself. That's one thing that I've always have been comfortable in that place. You know, there has been women that haven't really enjoyed that aspect. You didn't really have to say that to me. Like, why not?
Yeah.
I didn't like what you did. I didn't like that
Yeah.
outfit you had on. I think what you said was stupid. You know,
Yeah.
you know. I believe in raw honesty.
Yes, I do. Like if I wear something you don't like it, let me tell me about it. Tell me you don't like it. And I love, oh my God, it is like little thing that makes me like a guy too. Like it's just like if I wear something, even though it's ugly or it's beautiful, let me know about it.
Hmm.
Tell me it's ugly. Tell me it's beautiful. Whatever. Like that makes me excited to
Hmm.
dress up.
Absolutely. You know what?
Yeah.
I had an interesting story. It was a time where this girl I was dating, and we were supposed to go out to go somewhere, and she had on one of those spandex dresses. I don't know what you call them. The fuck are they called? One of those thin dresses. But then she had
The
these
bandage.
yeah, bandage dresses, right? And
Uh,
she had these fucking boots, but they were like the furry ones with like the
ah,
hair. So I'm like, so
that's
where are you
a bad
going?
combination.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's like, where are you going? So I was like, where are you going? She's like, with you. I was like, not dressed like that. What the fuck is
Ah,
going on?
no.
The fuck you got? You fuck's going on in your mind?
Yeah, that's awful. Like when you say boots, nah, I don't
Yeah.
even wear boots.
Yeah. I told her, I said, you dress like a Puerto Rican. She's like, I am a Puerto Rican.
No,
Exactly.
no, that's ugly. Yeah.
Like, I got a fucking name out here. What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're stupid. Now people gonna look at you and like, oh shit, you have a woman wearing boots with pin.
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
fell off. Like, what the fuck is going on with you?
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
bro, man, she used to come up with some shit. And she'd be like, oh, you motherfucker, da da da. Like, look, I'm telling you, this shit is ass.
Yeah, I'm really like when it comes to like dressing up, when it comes to like going out, I would give my best. I don't like to look bad. I don't know. Like some people said, "Oh, Millie, you're narcissist for that." Okay, call me narcissist then because you're not gonna catch me looking bad. So I gotta look my best because when you look your best, you look good, you feel good, you make
Mm-hmm,
other people feel good.
mm-hmm,
So my friend always said that too. My friend Kiki always said, Millie, it just no matter what the heck you're going through, when I ask you to come over my place, you over the top.
mm-hmm,
Like how could somebody know you're going through something? I said, it's me, it's just naturally in me. Like
mm-hmm.
I can't go outside looking raggedy, looking whatever. You know, I gotta look
Exactly,
my best.
exactly. Because the thing is, you dress for where you want to go.
Yeah. Address if any like this is how I think when I'm going out. I always think, what if I meet somebody or I meet someone or I got that phone call. Next time I have an interview. Right now, I'm already dressed up, so it's not gonna take me. I'm not gonna like, oh, let me go home and no. I already look good, so smell good. I'm gonna
Exactly,
pull up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Now, how important is you spoke on smelling good? How important is fragrance on a man as far as cologne?
Oh, ooh, fragrance. Oh, I love when a man wear fragrance. Um, it's it's something that's so attractive.
Mm-hmm,
It's not only attractive, it's like sexy.
mm-hmm,
When a man smell good.
mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I'll be the woman that would buy the man fragrance.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's me. I'll buy my man a fragrance, like, cause I love that. You
Mm,
know, so that's usually my favorite gift for guys,
excellent,
a
excellent.
fragrance.
As a person, it's like a personal touch, because
Yes,
if as far as their fragrance, that means their body chemistry.
yes, yes. Actually, I remember I told my ex, I said, when you go into your state, to your city, can you please spray your perfume on something so I could smell you?
Mm.
And he did. He sprayed his perfume on that paper. Every night when I go to bed, I put that paper next to me like it was him sleeping next to me.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know
That's
I'm
dope.
weird.
No, 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 no. Trust me,
Yeah.
that actually works. Is just the a lot of those things add up to the bigger picture. Is that you
Yeah.
appreciate? It just basically shows you appreciate the man that's in
Yes.
your life.
Yes, I do. That's the thing. Anybody, like, if I share my body with a man, it just like I belong to him. It just that's my man. Like it's like nobody else. It's like my focus is on you. And when it's not working, when it doesn't work, and that's when I'm like going down to the hill, and I'm like, oh, the emotions, so I gotta let all this stuff go,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like you have to move on, throw everything away, throw the smell away, throw the memories, like just shut everything down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very deep. It's kind of like very deep for me. So that's the reason why now it's kind of like, Millie, you got to take your time now to
Absolutely.
find that guy to fall in love. So it's not easy in the street.
Absolutely. And, and
Yeah.
and the reason why I'm presenting these things because you're just like me. We're West Indian, but you're actually
Yes.
first generation over here. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
I'm Americanized, unfortunately. But there's a difference between, I would say, a Caribbean woman versus the Americanized female,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, in a big way, because y'all, especially with Haitian women, with my experience, Haitian women really care for their man. They really tend to their man.
Yeah. I do. I thank you for saying that, but I think me as a person, I care. Like I care for my man. Not only my man, I care for my friends. It's just anybody that have experience, like to be to be present in my energy. Like
Hmm.
anybody that I share my time with, it's
Hmm.
important
Hmm.
because I can't really share my time with just anybody.
Hmm.
I'm very kind of like weird. I like to be alone. I like to be by myself. Like 15 people could calling my phone and I don't answer. And what that one person called my phone and I answer.
Hmm.
So that's the reason why, like, when it comes to a person that I care, I'm like, you special, because
Hmm.
I really don't give a fuck about the other people. You
Exactly.
know? Yeah.
Exactly. If anything, Millie, you should be the one that should be teaching the you actually would be an better ambassador of the art of submission versus what
Ah,
Yeah,
I
this
know
shit.
what you're talking about. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, I said her like, so they always said, when they said the people who are like that, they don't talk,
Mhm.
they
Exactly.
don't they don't tell it.
Exactly.
Like the energy speak for themselves, for itself.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
don't have to you don't have to announce it.
Exactly.
You
Just
know,
like
so
awful, 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 awful.
yeah. So I don't have to write a poem. I'm not a poem person. I don't have to tell you a poem. Just my actions, how I treat you. We're gonna do that. It's all fake. It's all pretending. Like it's all like just be you. Just be you. You
Exactly.
know.
She mean to tell me you're not like, Daddy,
No.
I was waiting by the pillow side for you to come in
Oh wow.
and
No.
get in your frequency. Not frequency, but frequency. A new word.
No. No, I'm not gonna be daddy, none of that, because it's all about respect, it's all about respect with me, like
Hmm.
it's reciprocate, I
Hmm.
respect you, you respect me, it's a reflection on each other,
Absolutely.
yeah. So me gonna be daddy, that's come on, what what
Yeah.
what the heck am I looking for? What is the agenda behind it? you
Exactly.
know so you're
Exactly.
my man.
Exactly. I don't. That's it. I don't want to be your daddy. That's very creepy for
Yeah,
me.
it's creepy. It is creepy.
It, it just cancels everything. Like it just takes all the lust off the table. Like, wait a minute, what's going on right here? This is some weird shit going on.
Yeah, it's creepy, like it's more like it's like a fantasy, it's just like somebody who just in a fantasy world,
Mm-hmm.
So I live in reality. If I
Exactly.
want to live in a fantasy, I can do it by myself. I don't need to have a man in here. So I'm gonna have to just live in that fantasy because I don't have a man. But if I have the real person in front of me, why do I want to be living in a fantasy? Matter of
Exactly.
fact, I can't even live in a fantasy because I'm too real for this shit. They will probably
Exactly.
kick me out of that world
Exactly.
because I will tell you, hey, this is fake. Don't touch it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. You know, a lot of us, I would say, men per se, we want something real, something a little bit more genuine, um, versus the fantasy, versus the professional actress,
Yeah.
a poor one at that.
Mhm.
Not just speaking on that particular person, but just in general. You know,
Yeah.
just don't like fake females. You know,
Yeah.
I like to know
Um.
I like to know what I'm getting myself into.
Yes. Yes, I do. I'm the same way. I like to know if I want to make, I want to make my choice. I want to make my own choice. I don't want to feel like my choice was taken away from me.
Hmm.
So I want to know who you are as a person, and what position I could put you in my life.
Hmm.
Because I don't want to know that person, and then next time, and I feel like I give you my whole me, I give you my genuine, my time, my everything about me, and then it was it was all fake
Hmm.
from your side. So I want to know, who are you? Just let me know. So if I have to deal with you, I'm gonna deal with you. If I don't have to deal with you, okay, so goodbye. I
That
don't have
how did
time to waste.
exactly? So how would you deal with that now versus then? Like, say for example, you find out the guy is fraudulent.
I believe, like a few years back, let's say 7 years ago, I was that girl that was more like a need the emotions guy, and like, because I was so, like, I feel like I've been like a loner for my whole life. I'm the first child. I'm never like hanging out with friends. I was that kid that was playing with her baby dolls and be in her room
Mm-hmm.
singing music. What was
Mm-hmm.
her everything. So art was my everything, and still is. So so I could say that, 7 years ago, it was more like when I meet a guy, it was more like, okay, I don't want to be alone. you
Mm-hmm.
know I don't want to be alone. I just want that person to be in my space.
Mm-hmm.
And me right now, me comfortable being by myself, me comfortable being in my own space, and understand, hey, Millie, I was never embraced that. When you had something, you grew up with something, and you just don't want. I did not want it. I did not want that alone life. I was like, I don't want it. I don't want to. I don't want to be. I don't want to be. I've been alone my whole life. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be alone. Like, just like I'm rejecting that, and that was allowing me to make bad experiences,
Mm-hmm.
and choose guys that wasn't really bring any quality or any value to my life, because it was more like I did not want to be alone,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So me being mature now, that's why I say I appreciate age. Every year, I'm a different age. I appreciate it because I have a different mindset.
Absolutely.
So me being 27, about to be 28 right now, it feels so good that, oh my God, like, I would tell my old self, Millie, it's okay to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's okay to be comfortable on your own energy. This is your power. Like, you keep running away from your power, you keep running away from your energy, you keep running. Why are you running? Where are you going? Why are you confused? Stop it.
Mm.
Stop. Relax. I think that's the advice I would give my old self
Wow.
and my honey child. It's
Wow.
okay, baby girl. I'm always there for you. You're not alone. You're not alone. I'm always there. That's the advice. Cause I've never really accepted it.
Mm.
And that's what allowed me to make all those mistakes in choosing guys that wasn't really, I know they wasn't good for me, but because I'm scared to be by myself, I gotta be with that person.
Wow.
It wasn't about sex. People will be like, "Oh, you have sex." No, it wasn't about sex. It was more like about a comfort. You
Mm.
know.
Wow. You said some very powerful stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like you don't even realize what you said on here as a woman is far more prolific than what I've heard from any woman on this platform say. You know, the playback is going to be amazing when they when women hear this, and they're in their little quiet space and they realize, they've been lying to themselves, and this is what happens because they don't want to take accountability. So what you're also
Yeah.
exhibiting is that you're a woman that has matured,
Yeah.
mentally and emotionally, psychologically, right?
Yeah.
And you've taken the
Thank you.
accountability, like, okay, this is where I messed up. Okay, all right, I messed up here 49 times. Now on the 50th, I'm gonna get this right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's what usually happens, and sometimes we don't appreciate loneliness. We don't appreciate that, and we just run outside for the noise, for the party, or it's a lot of distraction for the social media, and all of this stuff was kind of like taking me away from myself, from my body,
Mm,
from who I was supposed to be. So by knowing what I was doing, and I was like, yo, Millie, when are you gonna accept it? When are you gonna accept your life?
mm,
When? So why can't you accept it? This is you. This is who you are. So I accept it. So it was very hard for me to say I am a loner. Now I feel it's like a proud word. It's making me more powerful to say yes. This is how I grew up. I am a loner. I grew up alone. You know, it just that inner child in me was crying and was looking for me. That inner child inside of me was crying for me to come to rescue her. You know, because I did not want to accept who I was, who I am inside. Because I wanted to be in the noise and
mm.
in the world. You know,
Interesting.
and be somebody that I was
Indeed.
not.
Indeed. So do you consider that noise, or being in that world as a distraction to kind of like a form of an escapism, a form of escape to keep you from looking at what's actually going on?
Yes, I think that noise was kind of like keep me away from from what I needed to actually focus on, and from what I really needed to be. And it was more like running, but me running was never really find my way home. It was okay. You confused. You all confused, and then boom, I meet a guy, or I meet somebody that I'm not supposed to meet, and that person like buried me more, buried me in that hole deeply, you know. So So it was a time for me to say, Millie, fuck all these people, fuck everybody.
Exactly.
you know, it's okay.
Mhm.
You're not miserable. It's okay. So it was more like, oh, you're miserable. But you know what? I think being miserable, it's a beautiful thing. As long as you're not take, as long as you define miserably as when you're miserable is when you're desperate. you
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
But you could be by even though you could be by yourself, but you're not miserable. You're having the best time of your life.
Absolutely.
You know.
That's, I think that could be my problem as I've gotten older or
Yeah.
mature. I enjoy being by myself more than around people. Like that's why I think the whole I don't get into the whole concept of dating because I'm not a dater. Like I'm not into that corny shit. But it's
Yeah.
like as far as the interaction that I have with them is like certain things that they probably would want from me or want me to be a little bit more involved and more invested. I'm not. It's like I'd rather just break a sweat playing tennis
Yeah.
than you know with you and shit. It's like I just enjoy like my own fucking company too much.
Yeah.
That's probably my problem.
I, I think that was the problem with me. I think that was the problem. When you like by yourself, you're like, oh, let me go outside.
Hmm.
Let me go outside. And sometimes outside is not. It never bring good.
Hmm.
And you like, damn, maybe I should have stayed inside.
Hmm.
There's a lot of things I would have probably done, and why? What was wrong with me? What was it? So, so even though you're gonna go outside, make sure it's for something valuable. It's for something that will add
Hmm.
to that. You know, it's not just you're gonna go outside just for fun or just to dancing, party, and all of that. No.
Absolutely. I consider myself what I had to realize. I had to be honest
Yeah.
when I looked at things. I'm a sabotage artist. Um,
Nice.
I plan the exit in the beginning. Like 3 months he's going to get on my fucking nerves. So I'm going to basically end the situation, or it don't have to anything be wrong with the situation. I will
hmm
create some shit just to end it. They'd be like, "Damn,
Yeah.
this all starts like no, I fucking planned this shit. I wanted to get rid of your ass."
I know that feeling.
And I do the whole
and then,
fake shit, like I'm really
and
hurt or sad that you're fucking gone, like you left me. Like no, I prepped, I worked you into doing that shit. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
yeah, it's just like you get annoyed.
Yeah,
You like it's like you don't like routine.
no, no.
Uh,
I
yeah,
like routine towards things, but just not towards people. Like I would say for me, I'm more vision oriented, but not like people. This
yeah,
is where my struggles. Where I have to be honest is like, you know what? I was the kid that would save up his lunch money to buy a basketball, right?
yeah.
Play with the kids in the neighborhood. Then I didn't like the way they were playing. I'd take my ball and go home. You motherfuckers
Mm,
play wish basketballs. Wish you had a fucking basketball to play with.
mm. Yeah, that's true. So
That's,
what's going on tonight? What you doing tonight?
I am going to take it easy. I'm actually supposed to. I'm going to deal with these phone calls and possibly tap into the city because there's an emergency that I did not want to fucking deal with, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's rather you know when I'm not around, things just get rather interesting. I would say that.
So when you're around things like, oh,
Mm. Yeah,
walking.
I'm kind of the mediator. I don't know
Yeah.
how I got that role, but it's just like people kind of like I can talk people out of just doing certain things to each other, but it's just like when I'm not
Wow.
there, shit just
Impressive.
happens. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it can be very stressful at times.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing this shit. I'm just like fuck. I see the text. I'm like fuck. I'm gonna be
Well,
pissed.
and that's what you choose to do, if that you have to do it,
Hmm.
you know.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it all comes with the territory.
Yeah.
You don't really, you know, pick these roles. You kind of just come across these, and I'm blessed that you know there are people that see me in a certain space of
This
you
guy
know
said Jehovah said Pookie and Ray Ray.
the Pookie and Ray Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
probably a little more
what
intense than
does
that.
that mean?
But well, Pookie and Ray Ray, I guess is just is this terminology that came up. I think by women that started it as far as guys being like the thugs or whatever like that.
Mm. Oh.
But what you basically have online is a bunch of guys that have mean faces and wear urban apparel, and say
Mm.
they're thugs because they've listened to too much UMTV raps. They never really
Yeah.
been outside and dealt with that shit. Like you,
Mm.
it's not something that you would glorify. You know,
Mm.
it's not a fun life.
Well, well, going up in Haiti, I know like was that that lifestyle,
Mm,
like young guys who just like become gang, and they never like leave like more than 20, 25, or 26, got killed. It's a sad life.
hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very sad, very dark,
Yeah.
miserable, stressful, confusing.
Yeah.
You know, and stressful on top of that, just to add
Yeah.
everybody. It's just not. And in the third world, countries, a lot worse. Like in the
It is.
islands, these guys think it's tough out here. Like, no, you motherfuckers are
Mm-mm.
pussies compared to
Yeah.
compared to what.
This motherfucker, like in the high, like where I'm from, the cops, they scared.
Mm-hmm,
They don't pull up.
mm-hmm,
They don't pull up. Like they will send SWAT.
mm-hmm,
That's the only way. SWAT, or they call it SEMO in Creole. SEMO. These are the type of people like
mm-hmm.
that could really face these gangs.
Exactly.
Like
And,
they don't
and,
care.
and I say, and the difference is right versus the United States versus in the islands, the gun runners run shit. It's a
Mm.
feudal system. Like a motherfucker can go into your house with an AK-47 and take your wife and kids and say, "This is my shit now. Get the fuck out."
Oh gosh, I'm telling you, I remember like as a kid, I think I was 13, 14 years old, and when that I don't know what that guy did, like if he owed them money, whatever happened between the gangs and him, and they pull up to his house at night. It was like 5 a.m. in the morning, but thank God I was sleeping. My mom was telling me what she heard everything. Like the gang got into his house. Imagine you're like, this is my house. Like it was a gate, but the gate separate my house and the guy's house. And then they killed him, they killed his wife, and they even killed the newborn baby.
Mm,
That's how bad these people like really heartless.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a whole different beast.
It's a whole different beast, a whole different energy. And the crazy thing is you will never know. You will never ever think these people are like really savage like that. They don't look like it.
Yep.
They don't look like it at all. You will see them, you will think, oh, they're just like normal guys and normal people. No, they're not normal. They psychopath. They sick. So it's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, they would chopping you up, throwing you in a
Yeah.
barrel, making a soup out of you.
Yeah.
You know, it's a whole different, it's a whole different ball game. But just like what just goes on out here is just like, it's wild. Like where I'm at right now,
Hmm.
I'm not in the city. I'm in the outskirts, but being in there, it's like we're up to about 500 bodies right now. It's like the fucking purge.
Someone say you're equal, but I hear you very well.
Yeah,
Top.
yeah. I think where I was at, it was a distance.
No.
Yeah, but that's the sad part, man. But we're in this particular, you know, state of hopelessness based on
Yes.
what's happening right now. So these young kids, they just don't give a fuck.
No. 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 That's the reason why like I know the difference when it comes to gangsters in United States. When I see gangsters, I'm like, you guys ain't shit. Because
Oh shit.
you guys really wanna bees. These people don't even own. I would say they don't even own social media,
Yeah.
and they don't, and if they hanging out, you won't even know who's who. It's like a reunion,
Hmm.
you know. So
Hmm.
I grew up in a crazy neighborhood, and
Okay.
I think that's what really like making me understand, like always prepared. I think that's the reason why I have a mind, like a war mindset. Like
Hmm.
if something like it doesn't matter if it's gonna be bad or good, I'm always prepared mentally.
Absolutely.
Because that my environment made me tough to
Okay.
grow up in a way that I have to really understand when stuff like that happen. I
Hmm.
have to be always be in the safety side,
Absolutely.
because I witness pregnant women. I witness very ugly stuff. You
Hmm.
know, so that's the reason why when I see people like do try to like act violence towards each other, and I'm always like be like, hey, you don't have to do this. You don't need to act crazy. You don't need to do all of that. You know,
Exactly.
because the violence is not the answer. Because I grew up in it. It's bad.
Absolutely.
You know.
It's better to allow cooler heads to prevail
Yeah.
and have that conversation. Like, look, I felt, and that's the thing with guys, they won't admit that because they're, I ain't got no emotions. I'm fucking whatever, big, whatever the fuck you think you are. I'm the alpha to the boy. So so it's like, look, I felt the way when you did this shit, right? I felt like you was on some slime ball type shit, and then had that conversation because it's really feelings. Okay,
Yeah.
if men didn't really have feelings, right, then there would be no prisons. At the end of the day,
Yep.
somebody then fucking did some shit, some wrong shit to you, and you had to tune his ass up, and
Yeah.
you felt fucking terrific about it, you know. Sometimes, I mean, you do. I can't say sometimes
Yeah.
you really feel good when you kick somebody's ass or you really put some pain in
Of course.
the motherfucker. It's fucking, oh man, it's like biting into a York peppermint patty. But you have to lose that desire. That's the hard part.
Yeah. I think the good thing about growth, it just like sometimes you have to say, yo, it doesn't really worth the headache. It doesn't really work, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have a conscience. you know, wherever you're gonna end up, even though it's not in prison or you're gonna be, unless you're a psychopath, but you're gonna really have a conscience and be like, maybe I should have really thought different. Maybe I should have said that it wouldn't go that far, so it's not worth the headache. It's not really for the person. It's more for yourself, you
Absolutely.
know. So it's not really about the person. Fuck the person. So I gotta.
Mm-hmm.
This is for me. I'm gonna let this go. It's for me. It's for my peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you don't come in my house,
Mm,
as long as you don't come in my house, okay, you're good where you are.
exactly. As you
Yeah.
said, the key thing, you said you forgive them for you, because at the end
Yeah.
of the day, it all comes back to you. It's not for
Yes.
the other person. It's for your peace of
No.
mind.
It's for your peace of mind. It's not for the other person. The other person, wanna continue drag it. That's on him. That's his soul. That's his spirit. He's gonna have to deal with that within himself. But at the end of the day, I wanna make sure that I'm clear with me, with myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah.
Indeed. Millie, this was definitely a pleasure. I gotta have you back on the panel. If if you see me live, definitely
Yeah.
tune in. This place is always you know part of your home. You know how we rock.
Yeah. Yes, yes. And I was listening to you, I think the last time when Professor Metega was on, I was listening to you guys. Like you guys really did a great live and I enjoyed it.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
We got another
Yeah.
one coming up. It's gonna be amazing. It's
Oh
gonna be a
yes.
surprise.
I'm definitely gonna turn in.
Indeed, it's indeed. And I
Yeah.
appreciate you actually this has been a great live with you on it, and you've given a very mature, healthy perspective. You
Thank you.
actually exactly. I mean, you showed womanhood
Thank
in life.
you.
You know, and I definitely appreciate and admire your growth.
Thank you, Astener. And thank you. Now, who would have thought me and Astener would be like on live
Exactly,
talking? They're gonna be like, damn, Millie, you shameless.
exactly. But you know what it was?
Yeah.
They judged it from that one little mishap. I think when we had an
Yeah.
argument and people blew it out
Yeah.
of proportion, and we were cool past that shit. It was
Yeah,
just
we
it's just
were
shit that just
cool from the
happens.
beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what the fuck. That's just that shit just happens. You know.
Ay, ay, ay. But I stood there, like the thing is with me,
Mm,
um, I don't have any hatred towards you, and I want people
no,
to
no,
hear that. I
likewise.
don't have anything, I don't have any hard feelings towards you when that happened.
Hmm.
I think my anger was more like towards my ex,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know, and it was like confusing
Hmm.
between you and him,
Yeah.
the other girl.
Hmm.
But when I really sit down and think and within myself, and I realize, yo, Millie, I still don't have nothing to do with this bullshit. Like you never
Hmm.
met him. I never met him in person. I never told this is me. This is the first time I talked to you.
Hmm.
So he has nothing to do with it. So, I'm like, yo, it is what it is. I don't have any hard feelings
Indeed.
and the only person that I should not really give attention it was my ex because that's the person that I sleep with and spend time with and eat with. So
Indeed.
it's more towards him.
Yeah, I mean it's all good. I was a casualty of war. I understood that. It was just like I was cool even during that space, but you know what it was? There was other
Yeah.
people that was making it out to be more than it was because they were trying to capitalize because
Yeah.
they don't want me to be here. They don't want me to be doing this right now. They don't want me to be doing
Yeah.
what I'm going to be doing later on in the stretch. And it's
Yeah.
two particular people. It's the sodium tongue
Yeah.
and and the I ain't gonna
Yeah.
get into that. But fucking
Me, I'm the type of person what it's just like the problem with me is I'm not the person that's gonna know something
mhm,
and not gonna address it and put a address on it.
exactly.
So I'm gonna make sure I directly with that. I'm gonna let you know I'm talking to you. you know.
Exactly.
So that's the I say, yeah, I'm gonna let I stutter know. He need to stop.
Yeah, yeah.
But like everything, moving on, and I said, yo, I could really learn something from him when it comes to how, like before, like last year, I would say I was such an emotional person.
Mhm.
It just I was so triggered by everything that was going on,
Mhm.
but surrounding me, and I was taking stuff on YouTube, and I was nasty. I was
Mhm.
nasty with it, and then yeah, I was nasty. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
I was like when I go back and I'm listening to the stuff, and I'm like, ew, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? Like I'm like, damn. Like I don't blame these people who curse me out. I don't blame them.
Mhm.
They really like, oh my gosh, girl, what the fuck
Yeah.
is wrong with you? Like, it's just like it's so nasty. I'm like, ew. It's just like I don't want to be that person. I'm so ugly,
Mhm.
and listening to those videos, I'm like, damn, I was an ugly person back
Mhm.
then. So I think when I listen to those, I say it's time to say goodbye to
Mhm.
that person. So I say goodbye to this person. I don't want to be that girl. It's very ugly. And then those videos touch me a lot. So
Mhm.
when a person triggered me, I learned not to be over emotional and to be nasty.
Mhm.
And when I listen to your videos and I see, even though you cursing a person out, and I hear your tone, and
Mhm.
I'm like, he's so calm, he's
Mhm.
not going crazy, and I'm listening to myself, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Why am I going crazy? Like I'm talking like, damn, calm yourself down, girl. Like sit
Mhm.
down. You
Mhm.
know, so that makes me realize I need to really find myself in a way that I need to really understand, and not to allow people to get into my mindset, not to allow people to get into me. If it doesn't affect my daughter, it doesn't affect my bank account, it doesn't affect my job.
Exactly.
Why do I want to be that ugly person? Because you don't know who's watching, who's listening,
Exactly.
and that's not the person that I am. So how can I tell a person that's not the person that I am, and then that person gonna listen to me the way I'm talking? They're gonna be like, "Yeah, that's you're a nasty person." So I have to really embrace that and let that person go.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
growth right there.
yeah.
All right. So indeed, I'm gonna wrap this up. We're going to chop a little bit um
Yes.
after this, and blessings to everyone that was listening to this, and blessings to those in the playback. It's gonna be plenty of you know excellent content along the way. We have another um group discussion with yours truly and the guys, and we have a special guest. We have
Wow.
another tuck for you. So this is going to be epic. We're
It's
going
gonna
to
be
end
live.
oh yeah, we're going to be live. We're going to end 2020 on the highest of high notes. So to
Yeah.
let you know, 2021, this is going to be, beyond the stratosphere. You know, it
Okay.
is bringing it back to making content great again for the first time, because it's been
Yes.
bullshit. YouTube has been
Yeah.
bullshit for the last couple of years. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I think we need like more positivity. It doesn't have to be forced. It has to
Yeah.
be genuine and allow you to be a human. I
Mm-hmm.
think YouTube it's so much about the entertaining thing.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know how to be human being anymore.
Yo.
You know, they don't know how to be human being. It's more about entertaining. Let's get this money.
Mm-hmm.
So who are you
Mm-hmm.
exactly?
Yeah.
And that's the type of way I really select the some type of YouTubers that I watch. If I see that your audience is so negative, I'm not gonna watch you,
Mm-hmm.
because your energy following this type of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to associate myself with this type of energy.
Yes,
So I can't. I
hmm
can't. So people need to be more human,
exactly,
you know.
exactly. All right, everyone, blessings and peace.
Well, blessing and peace. Thank you for inviting me. It's an honor, Vice Center,
Likewise,
and thank you so much.
indeed.
Yeah. And thank you for watching the shots. I don't know how to say that.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. All right. So I'm leaving now.
Indeed. Peace, y'all.
Okay. Okay. Peace. Bye.